Good afternoon, eyes from the bench.
We're back.
Good afternoon. Welcome. I'm glad to have you guys here. I want to say goodbye to Brazil, first of all.
Thank God.
Ciao, ciao, Neymar. Ciao, ciao,
Ciao, ciao,
Brazil.
Brasil. Ciao, ciao,
Ciao,
Brasil.
ciao, Brazil. Ciao, ciao, Portugal.
Yeah,
Oh, man. What a set
that
of
was.
matches.
I think this was the best. This was the best round of World Cup that I've seen in a while, or
Yeah.
the best
Th-
set of games
this
in
was a
this.
good this was a good quarterfinals. Two out of
It
the
was.
four quarterfinals matches going to penalties.
I
Um,
know.
I did not think I did not think Brazil was gonna go to penalties with Croatia.
I
Um,
thought they stole it at the end.
you thought they sold it at the end? You said?
No, I thought they stole it. I thought Neymar got that goal and they were going to keep the ball, and that
Oh,
was going to be
yep,
the
yep. That's
game.
what I thought the same thing. So you could see it in the faces of the Brazilian players when the referee blew for full time. They knew. They knew that they were going to well, not full time, but the end of 120
Heck,
minutes. You could see that Brazil knew they were not going to win on penalties. There was this
yeah,
look on their face. You know what I mean? They lost it before they even kicked a ball in
yeah.
penalties.
And
Uh,
they came out with the first shot is blocked. Or no, yeah, they missed their first one.
they missed their first one, and Neymar didn't even get a chance to kick. And
I
I
know.
don't know why you put Marquinhos to kick a penalty that they have
Before
to
Neymar.
score
I
before
know.
Neymar. I mean, I'm sure that they had him as the fifth. It was going to be this whole thing. Neymar kicks the penalty to win it.
They win, and then it
Yeah,
was all.
what? No, you needed the penalty. I think Neymar kicks that one there.
Yeah,
Not because, I mean, when it's come down to penalty, it's a 50-50 chance, or more or less, because players could still miss, like we saw with Harry Kane today. But
uh,
that's we'll get into that later.
uh,
But I think Neymar. I think you just have to put him to kick the ball before you put a center back to kick the ball.
yeah.
Um,
It was the same with Netherlands. Virgil, he had the first shot, and he scuffed it.
I think it's because is Virgil the captain of the Netherlands?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I mean, okay. So like when it comes down to captain and kicking the first one, then it kind of makes sense to me. But
Yeah,
I mean, not having Neymar kick that ball that you need to go win, like it's what was that, their third penalty kick? Yeah, that was their
yeah.
third
He
kick.
scored. He scored a pen in the game before, and
Yep.
he got the goalie on their knees. He was able to get him down on his knees, and then he shot it towards the other way. I don't know. It was a weird decision.
I don't know. I don't. I personally, I mean, there's a reason that we're sitting here and they're on the
And
field there.
they're in the field.
But I don't know. I just don't. I have Neymar kick that penalty when I know it needs to go in. I don't care about what type of order it is or who they want to be celebrating at the end. Like, I think Neymar's got to kick that there. But then again, like, hence the name of the podcast. That's why they're on
Yeah,
the field and we're not. So
we're on the bench.
maybe there's some stuff in behind the scenes that we don't know. Like, oh, it's a good leeway into Portugal benching Ronaldo.
And Joao Cancelo,
Uh huh.
both of
I
them.
was surprised to see Cancelo. I tuned into the game late, but I was surprised to see that Cancelo was coming off the bench to
Yeah,
play. Um,
I think they got in what? They didn't even get in at the start of the half. They got in around the 70th minute or 65th or something like that.
I just no. I think I saw Ronaldo. I could be wrong. I think I saw Ronaldo kicking that. No, I lied. I'm thinking about the game before where they benched him the first time. Yeah,
Hmm.
Ronaldo came on late. Um, but to be fair, like think about it this way, right? You bench Ronaldo for a game,
Hmm.
right? It completely throws off the entire other team's tactics because they're expecting CR7 on that left hand side or at striker, depends on wherever they play him.
Yeah.
You're expecting CR7 on the field. You don't get CR7 on the field, but then you concede 6 goals, and his replacement gets a hat trick. So mathematically, right, you
Yeah.
want to start the next game, which is an even bigger match, the same way with
Yeah.
Ronaldo on the bench. But I don't think that they were planning on being down at all, being down
They
1-0.
didn't expect that. I don't know if you saw, well, if you didn't see the goal that Morocco scored.
It
Uh,
was similar to that header that Ronaldo scored, right? Where the ball was crossed in and the goalie just missed it and the ball went in.
you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
You froze.
I'm frozen. No, I'm not.
Oh, why you?
Hey, what you? Can you hear me? Hello?
Experiencing some technical difficulties. You hear me now?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, now I hear you. You cut out or you froze.
Oh, sorry about that. Well, anyways, so where was I? I was saying that, okay, so you take Ronaldo out, and you don't start him in a game, and then you win 6-1,
Yeah.
right? So mathematically speaking, you want to start the same way that you won the last game 6-1, right?
No. And statistically, Switzerland is above Morocco in the whole all-time standings.
Correct,
You know,
but when it comes to the World Cup, like last World
you need a
Cup,
team
nobody expected Croatia to be in the final.
at all.
So I think it's a little bit different when it comes to the World Cup because players show up and they have a different. There's some players that show up for these big international tournaments, that
Hmm.
that just play out of their minds. And then there's players
Giroud.
that Giroud. I mean, to be fair, we've seen him score some miraculous goals for Arsenal in the past, and for
Yeah, but he
Milan.
shows up. He showed up for France this tournament for
Every
sure.
tournament he shows up for France, ups to Giroud, but no, I think they underestimated Morocco based off of their 6-1 win against
They
Switzerland.
definitely went into that game thinking that they were going to hold possession and win the ball, but Morocco's defense was just
Oh
on
my god!
lock. They
And when
had them everywhere.
if you watch when Morocco defends, they throw their bodies. They sacrifice
Yeah,
their bodies to make sure that the ball
yeah,
doesn't have to be blocked by the goalie.
every
And
time they were all over.
on top of that, Banu is playing out of his fucking mind, dude. Banu
Yeah,
is playing out of his mind right now.
there was that one kick at the beginning. No, before the end of the half, Bruno Fernandes hit it
Yeah.
outside the box, went
Mhm.
over, but hit the bar. I thought that was
And
the
then
equal.
towards the end, when João Felix passed the ball into Ronaldo into the
Oh,
box, Ronaldo tapped it back. I saw João lining up to take that shot, and I saw it curling. I was like, this is about to be a banger right
a
here.
screen. Yeah,
And Banu blocks it. I mean, I can't remember.
he'll
Did he
get.
catch it, or did he dive to save it? Either
No,
way,
he dived, but I think that guy's gonna get signed to some big club by the end of this
Felix,
thing.
Felix or
No,
Banu?
Manu.
Banu.
I
Right
think
now
he might get
he plays for Atletico Madrid, right? Could be wrong.
maybe.
Could be wrong. Let's do a fact check on that one.
No, goalkeeper of the season or of the tournament,
It
Livakovic.
it could Lavakovic, the Croatian goalie.
Yeah, the Croatian goalie. He played it. When it comes down to pens, yeah, it's a 50-50, but I do think it's a game of skill. This guy, like he reads the ball before he can read them. He can just read
He
them.
knows his
He went the
positioning.
right
You're
way.
saying his positioning
Yeah,
is
his
good.
positioning, and even though when in the last game against Brazil, there was a few shots that he didn't get, but he went the right way. He
Mm-hmm.
did his thing for sure, for
I
sure.
think I take Banu over. I can't pronounce his name off the top of my head. The Croatian goalie.
Livakovic,
By the way,
Livakovic.
fact check. Banu plays for Sevilla.
Oh, Sevilla.
My mistake, but still, I don't know. I think he. I don't know if he gets signed. It's not like goalkeeper's a very shaky position, right?
Hmm.
Goalkeeper's a very shaky position. So I don't know if he gets signed to a bigger team just for that. What was the goalkeeper's name that he was a German goalie and he went to go play for Liverpool and he made that huge mistake against Real Madrid in the Champions League.
Oh,
Um,
no, not Ter Stegen.
no, not Ter Stegen. Uh,
No, I he had the man bun. It was the blonde one.
the blonde
It
one.
was like the final or something
Yep,
that he
and
choked.
he made a mistake against Benzema. Regardless, I don't think he gets signed to a bigger club, but I do think that he gets a lot more respect along with Morocco.
Yeah,
Morocco is the first African team to make it to the semifinal of the World Cup.
yeah, that's insane.
I think that's very impressive.
I think it
Morocco,
was well deserved too. Well deserved.
they definitely earned it. They have not BS their way to this point.
Yeah, it hasn't been any goals that are just by luck or, then they have faced, legitimate
They didn't have an easy group stage.
at all,
They didn't
at
have an
all.
easy group stage like England. They didn't have an easy group stage like, I believe the Netherlands had an easy group. Correct me if
Even
I'm wrong.
Brazil had an
Brazil
easy
had
group.
an easy group. No, Morocco finished the top of their group, I believe.
They had Spain, they had Croatia, and then they had
No, they
I
couldn't.
think
Oh,
another.
I don't think they had Spain and Croatia, did they?
No, no, that's impossible. No, I lied. They definitely had Croatia in their group. I remember they tied zero
It
zero.
was Belgium, Croatia, and
Uh,
Canada in their group. And
yes.
listen, Croatia's in the semifinal of the World Cup,
Yeah.
and Belgium is supposed to be
I
is
mean, they
supposed
have
to be
the
number two
players.
coming in. But I don't know how they come up with these rankings because obviously those
Yeah.
are a little bit inaccurate. But
Yeah. Belgium needs a whole restart from the bottom up.
do you really think so?
I just need maybe they might need a different coach or they need
I mean, they have the talent.
yeah, but they you
If
need
you
a team
name
that can win,
you
not
name
a
you
not
name you
players that
name
are
every player on the
renowned.
team.
I haven't even I've only heard of three players at most on Morocco, and
Ziyech,
I mean
Hakimi,
Hakimi, he played a great
Ziyech,
game.
Hakimi, and
He's all
Banu.
like he's always
Did I lose you again?
frozen today.
How about now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah. You hear me? Yeah, I hear you now.
Okay. Um, no, Ziyech, Hakimi, and Banu all are the only three players I could have named on the Morocco team before the tournament.
Yeah. But
Um,
they all play, and no, the guy that scored the goal for today for Morocco, uh, I don't know if you saw when he went up for that header, he went higher than the
he was
goalkeeper. And
up higher than the goalie's hands.
yes, yes, and
Very
then
very CR7 esque.
no, and it cuts to Ronaldo, like it pans to Ronaldo in like the replay, and it's showing him, and he's like, you like,
He's like, I thought I'm the only one that can jump that high.
yeah.
That was impressive. That was a real impressive goal by him. Um,
And they didn't give up either. They played the whole game as if it was 0-0 the whole time.
no,
It
they
even
played the
got
game
so
like
much.
they played the game like they were down 1-0.
Yeah, it even got so much like so that the one of the players he ended up getting another yellow card for how much heart he
Yep.
was putting into it.
Yep, he got a second yellow, and Morocco played with 10 men for the last 6 minutes or something.
Yeah, Yusuf. No, the goal was Yusuf and Nesiri. Nesiri. I wonder where he plays.
Well,
Got
he's
no
gonna
idea.
play somewhere bigger now after this tournament. So,
Yeah.
um,
No, they really
so
did a great.
I say Morocco has had the most impressive route to where they are today, and I think Morocco can beat France. I really do.
Yeah,
I think
England they had a shot. They put up a good fight, and but there's
uh,
just stupid mistakes. Stupid
England
mistakes.
England has this thing where
They just choke.
they beat some team by a lot
Yeah,
of points at the beginning of a tournament, and
yeah, and
it's
then they're
coming
like,
home. It's coming
yeah,
home. It's coming. Football's coming home. It's coming home, and then they just get they get too ahead of themselves.
yeah,
I don't know what it is. I will say Kyle Walker did an impressive job of locking
all
down
over Mbappe.
Mbappe, but Mbappe is so good that he still got around the corner on him, and I think
They did.
that's the best that you can defend Mbappe. I don't think
Yeah,
you can defend Mbappe any better. He's just too fast. He's too big. He's too agile. Like he's a freak of nature,
yeah.
and Kyle Walker ended up doing a good job of
I
actually
think Walker.
defending him.
Yeah, Walker shut him down for the majority of the game. It was Giroud and Chouameni got their goals. Mbappe, I mean, he was on the ball. He was like the Messi for this game. He was more of the passer, the
The
chance maker.
passer and the attention grabber, and
Yeah,
on
they
the
had two
first
men
goal
always.
on the first goal that they scored, that Chouameni scored, there
Yeah,
was four people on Mbappe.
yeah.
Mbappe solo-handedly pulled four people onto him,
Away from the box, away from the edge of the box.
and then that opened up space for Chouameni to get the ball and get the angle
Yeah,
because Mbappe had four Englishmen surrounding
yeah,
him. So
yeah. He's just too dangerous. He's really dangerous. You never know. He's versatile. But and Pickford, he had an amazing save against Giroud. Or no, yes, it was Giroud. That it was a cross into the box. It was moments before the second goal, and I thought, man, Pickford is gonna be their savior. And then when I saw Harry Kane, he blew that. He was going for power, and
if
I knew he was going
he
the same
if he
direction.
put it on target, I think it goes no. I can't even tell if it was going in the same direction as last time because it was just so high up in the air. I couldn't tell
Yeah.
what he was going for.
And Mbappe, before the first one, he went up to Lloris and he was mentioning something, and all the English whistling to get out of the goal
Yeah.
or something like that. And it was a lot of showmanship going on. Harry Kane, I saw a thing, Mourinho,
Uh,
that he says that Harry Kane is the best penalty taker in the world because he never just steps up and just shoots it and lets it go where it's going to go. He practices his penalty shots 3 or 4 days before the event, before the game, and practices it in the same spot over and over and over and
the
over.
spot that he's gonna go if he gets called up.
Yeah, yeah,
That's why he was
exactly.
going. Okay, so that's why he would go the same side.
Yeah,
when he
I
against England
figured.
in the second one, but he just blew it, man. He just blew it. And I'm not gonna try to pretend and say that like we would do any better in that moment, down 2-1 against France with the opportunity to tie the game.
Yeah,
But man, he's the one
he
that's
had
picked.
to do
It
it.
had to be him. Like
It had to.
I'm
It
sure
had to.
I'm sure he was confident enough to do it. But me, I would have been like I would have had somebody else do it. I just
Yeah, at that point, yeah, you scored the first one.
yeah
You're pushing your luck. You're pushing your luck,
yeah.
and it was in front of all the English fans, so the nerves got to him.
And
It,
you think the mental game is hard with one penalty? Imagine
yeah,
being the same guy to go up
yeah,
against the same goalkeeper to kick the same penalty
yeah.
a second
And
time.
they play on the same team.
Yep,
They play on
exactly.
the
And
same
so who do
team.
you think practices blocking? Who do you think practices being the goalie for Harry Kane when Harry Kane's practicing his
When-
penalties?
Exactly,
So
exactly.
I think Lloris got in his head, but it's I don't know if it's
Lloris and he went the same way that Harry Kane shot at the first one. He went the same way. He knew it,
yep.
but he blew it.
I don't I don't know how that reunion is gonna be after the
Yeah,
World Cup for club play, but
that's gonna be something, especially if France goes ahead and win it.
don't
Nah,
say that. I wanted France to beat England, but I just don't want France to win it all. I really don't.
I really don't either. I hate it because they're so good.
You have to
They're so
admit
good.
they're really good. You
They're
have to
really
admit
good,
it
and
too.
it's like all of their players, even like even their center backs and their like Theo Hernandez was pushing as a midfielder the
Uh huh.
whole game.
That's what he
He
does.
was pushing as a midfielder. He was pushing on the wings. He was pushing as a striker. He was in some of
Hmm.
those positions. Like all of them, all of them. Chouameni, he plays as a center defensive mid, and they all can shoot.
I
They all can shoot.
I think if there's a team that could stop France in the World Cup, it is Morocco.
Yeah,
I
they're
think
gonna shut them down.
I think that if there's any of the teams that have played in the tournament, even if they haven't played against France, I think the only one that could stop
Well,
France would be Morocco, based
let's
off
get
of this.
let's not get too ahead of ourselves because we remember in the first episode we all of our predictions were wrong. South Korea was
Were they all
Japan.
wrong?
We both said South Korea and Japan are going to be the
No.
biggest upsets and they're going to win.
I said I think Japan will beat Croatia,
Yeah,
but don't sleep on South Korea.
yeah,
I
probably.
didn't claim South Korea was going to beat Brazil. And in my defense, Japan Croatia got to penalties.
Yeah, that was close.
To be fair,
I knew Japan was out. I knew Japan was out. I knew they were going to choke in that penalties. That goalie, I said it at the beginning of this tournament. A goalie is what wins you, and if it comes down to France and Croatia in the final, it's all going to be Livakovic's job. They're going to be shooting all over them.
hmm
France is going to hold the ball. The goalie is what saves.
I don't think Croatia can beat Argentina, and I'm not saying that because I'm wearing the jersey from the Copa America win against Brazil, but
Yeah.
I don't think Croatia can beat Argentina. Um,
Well, but who do you think is better in retrospect, Brazil or Argentina? Because I mean, they did go to penalties, so saying that it's a
I think
50-50 chance.
Brazil is more dangerous on attack.
Hmm.
Not that not that Argentina isn't dangerous on attack, but I think Brazil is more dangerous on attack. But defensively, Brazil is not used to having to defend.
Yeah,
Brazil
they're
and
not.
Argentina are very good at holding the ball, sending the ball out to corners, sending it back to the middle, passing it back
Brazil
out.
only has attackers. They all have attackers.
Well,
That's their.
I'm saying that Brazil the entire tournament wasn't used to having to defend the ball.
And Croatia.
They were
Yeah,
used to holding the ball and constantly bothering the goalie.
yeah.
And so if there was a matchup between Brazil and Argentina, I'd say Argentina would win just because Argentina is better held defensively than Brazil and in possession.
Mm.
But we don't have to worry about that because
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Neymar should be landing in Rio pretty soon.
He said it in in the interview after. He said the ref was just not on their side this game, and man, they like just take your loss. Just take it.
Yeah, I mean sometimes okay, it's in my opinion that
The referee was very skewed.
if the referee is a problem and you'll say that the referee is the reason why you lost, right? Or if the referee is a problem in the match, it
Hmm.
shouldn't have to be the players that point it out, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like the world will point out that the referee, if it's really such an issue,
Yeah.
and you're not flopping, and you're not crying, and you're not
Yeah.
faking fouls and stuff and that like that, if that's not the issue, then the world would recognize it, not the players who just played the game that wanted to that want every ball that they touch to go in. So
Yeah.
I don't like that excuse, but
Hmm.
it does happen very often. Um, but still, man, I mean, you went to penalties. It couldn't have been more fair. It couldn't have been more fair.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, like, what do you do? Like, what do you do? They equalized. I'm sorry. You guys both played physical. They were both playing super,
You
super
let them
physical.
score with 3 minutes left to go.
I know. I know.
You gave them the chance. You gave them the chance to take it to the 120th minute.
They slept for 1 second. They were sleeping
That's all you had to do. You just had to defend, and you didn't. But
because they're not a defensive team. They're not.
I mean, they have a good goalie, and they
I
have a
even
good.
thought Alisson might have even blocked a few, but he didn't even catch one.
I,
He
I
didn't even
think
catch one.
Alisson's a little bit overrated, but that's a whole
I think
nother.
he plays better for club. I think.
I agree.
Think he plays
I
better on
agree.
the.
What about we haven't covered Netherlands Argentina yet though.
Oh man, that
What a game of fireworks.
it was a great game. It
What
was
a
a
game
great
of
game.
fireworks. I mean, talking about sleeping in the last few moments, Argentina fell asleep
Yeah,
in stoppage
I
time.
thought they were gonna go for that shot, but that was straight out of the what is it? What the training ground?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
straight.
I don't know. I'm happy Argentina won, not because I'm also Argentinian, not because I'm wearing the jersey, but because of how much crap the Netherlands talked about
Yeah,
Argentina. And here's the thing though. Here's what I find really confusing. They think that Messi defines the team. They think that
I
Messi
don't think
defines the team. When
not
that's not
this
the
World
case,
Cup.
that's not the case at all. Maybe in
Not this
past
World
tournaments,
Cup.
Messi defines the team, but even then, in past tournaments, you had Aguero, you had Mascherano playing. Um,
Martinez when
like
he was scoring goals.
exactly, like you had. I don't like the stigma that Portugal and Argentina only have Messi and Ronaldo. Um, because here's the thing. So not Portugal as much coming into this World Cup, but Argentina's playing for Messi, right?
Mhm.
And he's just
Mhm.
such a good team player that it doesn't appear like he's not the only key to their team. And
Yeah,
when you're talking crap about their king, they're present from God, God's
yeah,
son.
yeah.
Okay, you're talking about the hand of God back when Maradona won it. No,
Well, there was a hand of God moment in
it,
that game.
we're talking about the son of God for Argentina here, right? The son of God himself. And you're gonna just talk crap, and you're gonna underestimate them. They're going to play dirty, and they're going to play with the intentions to send you home in an embarrassing manner,
No,
right?
the trash talk was all over the field. Emilio Martinez, he's the best at it.
Yeah, I know.
He's the best.
He is. He really is. And at the end there, who was it that kicked that ball into the bench?
It was I think what's the guy on the right who plays on the right? Molina. I think it was
Molina.
Molina.
Was it Molina that kicked the ball into the bench?
I think it might have been. I
Well,
think it
here's the
might have been.
thing. If you're gonna kick the ball into the bench like that,
Expect a hockey check from
well,
Virgil van Dijk.
listen, no, but not even more onto that. If you're gonna kick the ball into the bench like that, expect to get struck down by Van Dyke, but then
Yeah,
don't roll around on the ground.
I know.
I mean, he fouled the Dutch player
England.
right before he kicked the ball into the bench. The Dutch player was rolling around on the ground, and
Yeah,
now you get treated how you treated them, and you're gonna start
and
rolling
now
around on the ground. Like
and not even it wasn't a foul. Like he didn't go up with the studs. He just
yeah,
chest bumped him and he fell on the floor.
you could tell he fell on the floor, and you could see it in his face. First, he was mad, and then he realized, oh shit, let me roll around with my hands on my
Yeah,
face and start crying.
yeah,
So I
that's
don't know, but that was a good setup. That that
yeah,
happening in the first 90 minutes was a movie perfect, picture perfect setup for the next two halves
yeah,
of 15, and
yeah.
then the uh, the penalties.
There's a lot of great pictures from that. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen them all over social media and
Oh,
stuff.
it's
There's
great.
Messi going like this. There's the
Yeah.
one of Messi going like this. There's the Argentinian players as soon as they're leaving the
Yeah, the
line,
line after the last
they're all
penalty
going
line.
like
Yep.
that to them. Oh my God,
Listen,
I
I
felt
love it.
terrible.
I love it only because the Netherlands were just underestimating them and just so ahead of themselves. Like, man,
God, you're freezing again.
let me try to fix this. So it's sorry for the technical difficulties. Had to take a pause there. Um, but yeah, just the way that the Netherlands were talking so much crap leading into this game, like it was well earned by the Argentinians to behave the way they behaved after the game.
Mhm.
I sent you the clip on Twitter of
Yeah.
of
Is there any
Messi.
way we can like do that, like show that?
I can pull it up. Let me pull up this clip here.
It's the best when I see Messi like out of his shell and really
Oh
just
man,
showing his true
I've
colors
I've never seen him behave like that.
at
Um,
all. Especially when he went up to the bench and he was giving them the ears, and yeah, it was.
oh yeah. No, I love that. Let me pull up this clip right now actually. I'll show it to you guys. No, having technical difficulties for some reason. But basically, I don't know who was walking by. I don't know who was walking by. Actually, I can probably just pull it up like this.
Mm.
Okay.
Oh, right there. Yeah.
Quedaste un poco caliente por el final. ¿Qué mira, bobo? Anda para allá, bobo. Anda para allá. Tranquilo, tranquilo, Leo. Bueno, Leo.
Que mira, bobo, anda pa' allá. Anda pa' allá.
Tranquilo, Leo. Oh
Uh,
my God, man.
I've never seen. Listen, like I said, this was personal, and they sent
Hmm.
them home in 2014, and they sent them home in 2022.
Hmm.
So honestly, I don't mind this retaliation. I really don't.
Well, it was funny because it was from both teams that they were both saying the referee was in favor of the opposite team.
Well, that's how you know the referee was playing just fair.
That's
Both
what I'm
teams were
saying. If
playing
both their teams
aggressively.
are arguing,
Both teams were playing aggressive because of
they were.
the emotions and the
But
feelings.
there was that moment in the 55th minute where Argentina were 1-0 up and Messi was in the box
Mm-hmm.
and he did block it with his hand, but apparently it was unintentional. And that was the big spiral where it started, that
Mm.
everybody was getting, more aggressive because they thought they were giving this away like out of
Listen,
nothing. And it's sort of another hand of God moment from
if anything, going to penalties only made it more fair for a game that seemed that
yeah, it's
both teams
yeah.
argued was unfair because of the referee. So,
It
oh
was a great
well.
game. It was a great
It
game.
was a good game, and it couldn't have ended any more fair than penalties.
Yeah, and it was Van Gaal. I mean, he tested it. He said it's funny. Brazil plays if we were to face Brazil in the final, it's funny. Brazil plays exactly the same as the Netherlands. And then before they even got to penalties, before the even game had even started, he mentioned if we were to go to penalties, we would beat Argentina. And
Oh yeah.
yeah, it worked out well.
Que mira, bobo. Que mira.
Yeah, he's already off. They're gonna bring back Koeman for 2026.
They took out Van Hall.
Yeah, or I think it had already been decided that this was his last one. He's like 71.
Regardless.
Yeah, regardless. But they're gonna bring back Ronald Koeman, the ex Barca manager.
Oh, okay.
2024, the Euros.
We'll see what happens. I mean, Netherlands. The commentator couldn't stop saying Netherlands the most successful team to never win the World Cup.
I mean, it's
Whatever
true.
that means. I
It's
just
true. They've had amazing players
oh
along the years. They've
definitely
had
they constantly have a
Bergkamp,
threat.
Cruyff, the
That
what's
is
what's
Bergkamp. That is
yeah.
Bergkamp. Yeah.
There's Bergkamp. There's Bergkamp. But and even that other executive or assistant coach that's on the bench with him that he would always wear the goggles. He played the Dreads. The
Mm.
guy that was telling Messi to calm down. I forgot. I think his name is
His
I
son's
can't
on the
remember.
team, right?
Who?
That
Oh,
that coach's son plays for the Netherlands. Can't remember his
who?
name.
Simmons. Simmons.
Maybe, maybe.
Mm.
But yeah, great game. Um, Argentina could have won it in regulation, but they didn't. Um, and it went to penalties. And I don't think Argentina would have had it any other way unless they were winning like 6-0.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think Argentina would have. I think it's just as satisfying winning on penalties than anything else because then it's really individual mistakes on penalties.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And Messi, I mean, did Messi? Wait, which number was Messi? Was he like the second one or the third?
Messi kicked the first one, I believe.
It was the first, no?
Messi kicked the first one, and that's the mistake I think Brazil didn't do because Brazil
Like why?
missed Brazil
Yeah,
missed their first free kick. I mean, their first penalty, right?
their first two.
No, but I'm saying they missed their first one, right?
Yeah,
Okay, so when you miss your first penalty, you're already in your head. You're already in your head for the next person to come up. I have to score this. I have to score this.
do they choose like beforehand who is gonna shoot which shot? Can they not change the?
I believe that it's when they do that huddle before they break out to do the penalty kicks.
Yeah,
That's when the coach is telling saying the lineup or they're deciding as a team who's gonna go when.
I just like how do you just let Marquinhos go and shoot that and
Instead of
Neymar just
Neymar.
even
I don't know
shoot?
if it's something that they can switch in the moment.
It should be if
I
it's
mean,
a rule.
I can't see why not. Like I don't think it's something they have to like submit a form of penalty cake takers because how do you know? How do you know who's going to be injured or not? Like who's going to even be able to kick it? But
Well, I don't think this will be Neymar's last one. He was in. He did a interview afterwards, and they
uh-huh.
were asking if this was his last one, and he said he needed to think about it, but he's the door open. How old is
I mean, he's
he?
30 years old.
Yeah, I think he's got one more in it.
He's 30
But it was
years
also
old. Messi's 35 playing. Ronaldo just played his last one at 37. Neymar could
yeah.
maybe fit two more in. Maybe the second one wouldn't be like he
He'd
would
probably be benched just
yeah,
like Danny Alves.
he wouldn't start, but still like I
Yeah.
think I, I think he's got one more in him. Freaking Mbappe's 23. He already has a World Cup win and he's on his way to the semifinals now.
Yeah, man.
Run right after the others. So I think Neymar's got to. I think Neymar's definitely got one more in him, maybe
Yeah.
two, but it's just disheartening because Neymar hasn't had very much success with Brazil on. I mean, they won that
Yeah, he won
Olympics.
the
Yeah, they
Olympics.
won the Olympics, and Neymar was very. Neymar got to kick the winning Olympic penalty kick, but I think that I don't know. It's just so dissatisfying. Like it'll leave us. I feel like that'll leave a sour taste in your mouth. Here's the thing: you either
I mean,
play two more.
he tied Pele's all-time 77th goals. So
You
I
got it.
mean, literally,
You have to play more. You have to.
yeah,
Come on.
yeah.
I don't think at 34 he won't get picked up for the World Cup
Nah, he'll definitely still be playing at some big club for sure.
within the next 4 years.
Yeah,
So,
it was Paris or whoever. But I don't know. That was nuts. Well, now, next topic of discussion. Where does the all-time GOAT stand between Messi and Ronaldo? Ronaldo obviously never winning a cup.
Messi has to win it.
Messi has to win it.
It's either you
That's
win
the
it or it's
deciding factor,
yeah,
right?
it's either you win it or it's still a conversation that's going to go on forever.
Has
If Messi retires with a World Cup, it's
that's
over.
it. It's over.
It's over.
Over.
When was the last time Argentina won the World Cup?
84, right? Against England.
Uh,
Could be wrong.
1986.
86. Against
I
England?
let me see. Shift T.
I think that was the game that Maradona did
Uh,
the.
Argentina have won the World Cup twice in '78 and '86. It doesn't say against two, but it might have been. Pretty sure it was against.
Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. What do we need the internet for? I've literally got the all-time scoring book right here. Here we go. What was it? Uh,
86.
86 Argentina. Oh yeah, it doesn't say it in here either.
Well, listen. My point is that if Messi, because it won't be like if Mbappe wins the World Cup, if he's gonna be the greatest of all time, because
He's definitely
it
not.
would be like, hold on, it would be like, oh, the rest of the French team, most of those players, or a lot of those players, are from the last World Cup, and you had all the support, like you had the group to do it.
Hmm.
This is compared like this is like a fresh Argentina team.
Yeah.
They have a lot of new faces, and if Messi was to win this World Cup and retire with a World Cup whenever he decides to retire, the conversation's over.
Yeah. How
And
many?
I know that's rich coming from me, wearing an
No.
Argentina jersey,
So,
but come think about it. Think about it. Yes, Ballon d'Ors, Champions League, leagues, this, that, records, goals.
how many international trophy like Copa Americas has he won? Has he just like?
It was that one.
Well, then in that case, him and Ronaldo will be tied for that one
No, but I'm
if he does.
saying, listen, with all these other accolades, you can make the arguments, and the arguments will continue forever. But if
Yeah.
Messi has a World Cup,
That's the tiebreaker.
yeah, and do they do like a World Cup MVP?
Uh, yeah, he even got the MVP when they lost in 2014.
Really?
I'm pretty sure I saw a video of him holding the trophy. I hadn't even remembered that, but he had like some sort of Budweiser, whatever it would be now, MVP trophy.
Golden Ball winners? The presented to the outstanding player at each FIFA World Cup. So,
Yeah,
first of all, I think Messi gets it because he has like what, 3 goals now? 3 goals, 3 assists, or something.
yeah. He's got one pen. No, he's got. Do penalties count? Yeah, penalties count as goals,
Not
like in the
not the
shootout.
shootout. I don't think the shootout penalties count as goals on your statistics. Maybe.
Might, I don't know. Yeah, he had one against Saudi Arabia. He had another pen, and then he had that other one. Yeah, I think he's only got three right now. But he's tied. Yeah, in total he has 10
He has
Argentina
one against
goals.
the Netherlands, one against one against the Netherlands, which was yesterday.
Hmm.
Let me look at Argentina's match history, and I'll tell you right now. One against Australia.
Yeah.
I think he has an assist. I think he had an assist against Poland.
Hmm.
And he scored against Mexico, and I think he scored against Mexico and got an assist. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's got like 3 goals, 2 assists, 3 goals, 3 assists. And he scored against no, he's got 4 goals. He scored against Saudi Arabia. He's got 4 goals, 3 assists at least.
Yeah.
So I think that if they win it, he also gets the golden ball. And also, they wouldn't pick anybody else to give it to. Are you serious? If
I,
Messi finally wins a World Cup, like he didn't sit and get nothing. Like he is actually participating and he's scoring these big goals.
and he's 35 years old.
He's 35 years old. I think he gets the golden ball, and I think that the conversation's over.
Yeah. Yeah. He deserves it at that point. At that point, he does.
I don't think there's
It's
anything
an
wrong with it.
amazing week of football, man. An amazing week.
I'm definitely having a good time. What's today's date? Today is the 10th.
The
Yeah,
10th.
they already play on Tuesday. Argentina
Oh,
already plays against Croatia on Tuesday, so let's who do you got in that game? I think Argentina beats Croatia. I'm gonna be honest.
oh man, if it just
Actually, that was really that I said that too quick. I didn't even think about that.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. Croatia played a good game. Like they've got. Oh, you know what other stat that I found out? Or for the past, I think since the 80s or something like that, there has always been at least one Inter player in the final.
Really?
At least yes. So for Croatia, it would either be Brozovic, and for Argentina, it would either be Martinez.
So there is going to be an Inter player in the final.
Yeah, that's been a thing since for like 20 years or some crap like that. Yeah, mafangulo a Inter.
Fuck.
At least we can agree on that one.
Yeah, right. So I don't like them. I don't like Inter. I don't like Juve.
No, I'm like the biggest con
Yeah,
ever.
I don't know what's wrong with you. You can't
It's just
pick.
the wall of soccer. This is the wall of soccer. And then this side is the monument of
I
Milan.
I just can't sit. I just can't sit in my room and look at that stuff. Like
This is history, man.
against teams that I really don't like. I'll buy jerseys from other teams, other leagues, like.
Yeah.
But like unless it's like gifted to me, you won't see me.
No, I should not be wearing this Liverpool. I mean,
Yeah.
there's that one Champions League where Milan was winning 2-0, and in the last 15 minutes, Liverpool went ahead and scored 3 goals, and they ended up winning.
Hmm.
But I wore this for today because, that's the only England shirt that I had. I did remember that England one that I had in middle, that white one.
Maybe
Well, I tried it on. It didn't fit
it's
anymore,
too
but
small.
yeah, too small. It was too small.
Well,
But
listen. Uh, I don't know how you do it, but I can't. I just can't. I have one Napoli jersey. I have one Napoli jersey, and
that one.
it's the Cavani. It's a Cavani jersey. Come on. And it was gifted to me. I don't want to hear it from you.
This was gifted to
I don't
me.
want to hear it from you. You got the Roma banner next to the Juventus picture above the
The
Chelsea
Juve
flag
picture. Dude,
with
I have a
Fiorentina. You got a Liverpool jersey on. Like, come on, pick a personality, bro.
bruh. Okay.
Just
Now,
pick
since I'm
one.
on my laptop, I'll pick a personality. Here's my personality. Here it is.
Oh, okay. And then
Here's the
you're
personality.
cheating. You're cheating with all the other shit on your wall.
And then we got the
The
signature.
sign Nesta.
The signed
Man,
Nesta
imagine
jersey.
if you didn't wear a Milan jersey that night.
I know, right? He would never have noticed me. He would never have
Imagine.
noticed me.
What would he have signed? My Roma jersey?
I mean, I guess, or an Italy jersey.
We didn't have one on.
No, at that time, no.
So, all right, and then
You did have a Roma jersey. That's right.
let
That's
me
right.
get your picks for it's the profile picture. Let me get your picks for the semifinals.
Semifinals. Ah, man. Okay. I think Argentina, they're a goal scoring team. I think they're gonna hold possession. I think Croatia is gonna take a lot of pressure, and they're gonna rely heavily on. But I do think Argentina is gonna take the win. I'm saying 3-1. I'm saying 3-1.
In a World Cup semifinal.
I think they can do it.
All
I
right.
say 3-1 because uh, I just don't think Croatia has
I'm
that
going.
attack.
I'm going full parlay mode here. Right.
Hmm.
1-1.
Extra
Messi.
time.
Messi scores a penalty in the 92nd minute.
No, is this a bet? Are you putting a bet, or
I'm
is
not
this?
placing a bet, but if I was, this would be my bet. And if it hit, I would hit big because this is random. 1-1. Messi gets a penalty in the 92nd minute, and he
Uh-huh.
scores the penalty.
Hmm.
For the record. Now, I wouldn't mind a 3-1 win. I'll take a 3-1 win.
Yeah. I think I'm giving Argentina a little too much credit there, but I think it. I think I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, considering how Croatia's been defending,
Yeah. Okay.
you're
Well,
gonna give Argentina 3 goals.
I'll give one. Yeah. I think you're more. I'll give 1-1 90 minutes, and then I think. Yeah, I think Argentina gets one more goal in extra time.
Stoppage time.
Or, oh, stoppage time at the end of the
Like
90, maybe.
extra time. Are you talking about like extra time before the
No, I'm
120th?
talking. Yeah, I'm talking extra
Okay.
time. 120.
Okay, so extra time. You think Argentina wins it in extra time?
I think they win in extra time.
I just feel it. I just feel a Messi penalty at the
Yeah,
92nd minute.
he's good at.
The referee's gonna hold the freaking thing. It's gonna say plus 6 minutes on it, and then Messi's gonna get a 92nd minute penalty kick, and then Argentina are gonna park the bus
He's good at that. He's really good at drawing in the defender and making them
because he's Lionel
snap.
Messi.
Yeah, he always drops that shoulder. God, it's like you just can't help but not like him.
It's because he's good. It's because
Or no, you can't help but like him.
he's good. He's just good, and if you know the sport, and you're not
Yeah.
just cheering against, and you don't hate him just because he's
Yeah.
playing against you or whatever, and you just know he's good. Everybody just knows he's good. The conversation isn't which one, if Messi or Ronaldo is bad. The conversation is which one is better.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Messi's just good.
He's just good.
And then what about your France Morocco take.
I'm Morocco, bro. Morocco.
You know what?
I Morocco. It's just like if Morocco can score, because what's like the highest amount of goals that they've scored in a game? Three, I think. I think they scored three at most. I think it
Morocco
was like
1-0, 0-0, 2-1, 2-0,
Canada.
0-0. The most goals they've scored is 2.
Yeah, but I think they've only allowed one at most in each of their games.
They've allowed 1 goal throughout the entire competition so far.
They've only had one goal scored on them the
Yeah,
entire competition.
and it was
No
Canada.
way. No way.
Yeah.
And that was Canada's first World Cup goal.
A fucking
Wow,
Davies,
dude.
justice for
Well,
Davies.
then in that case, hell, man. Yeah, 1-0 Morocco. 1-0.
I'm gonna be realistic here, right? Gonna be realistic
Yeah.
here. Okay. I think 2-1 France,
Mhm.
but it's a heartbreaking goal against Morocco. Like it's like a heart.
Yeah, it's that
It's
last minute.
it's not like a skillful like long shot or like a well placed. Like it's gonna be
It's a scramble.
a heartbreaking scramble of a goal because of how they defend in front of the box, how they throw their bodies down. It's gonna bounce off somebody's leg, and Giroud or Mbappe is gonna be there to clean it up. Like I just
Just pop it in.
listen. I get these wrong all the time. Like these feelings that I get wrong all the time. I do it for the picturesque, like the movie stuff. Like
Yeah.
France could score in the first 5 minutes and it ends 1-0 after
Yeah.
90. But I'm gonna go
Yeah.
for a little bit of excitement. I think that Morocco plays their hearts out, and they're on the attack, and
Mhm.
France turns it around, bounces off a Moroccan player, and it's a tap in. I think it's gonna be a heartbreaking goal. Any
I don't
goal,
know.
any goal to send them out would be heartbreaking for them. But I'm saying this one's gonna be. I have a feeling there's gonna be a rough goal for France against
I
Morocco.
think I think Morocco is going to be able to shut them down pretty well just based
Yes,
off of
yes,
their history and like
yes.
the
But
games they
I
played
don't
so
think.
far.
I think France has
They
France.
have a luck. They have a luck to just throw it. They just do. They always get in that last.
When France scores, when France scores in a game this World Cup so far, it's a minimum of 2 goals. The only time was when they lost against Tunisia, but I don't believe that they were starting all their best players because they were already through.
Tunisia was in the group stage.
Yes, France lost to Tunisia 1-0, but it was the last match of the group stage, and France definitely
Then
did
they had
not.
already qualified.
France definitely had not wanted to risk anything.
They definitely had already qualified it too.
So I'm gonna wrap it up here with final predictions. What did I say about Argentina? I said Argentina.
Pen.
I said 2-1 with a pen in stoppage time. And then France 2-1 with a heartbreaking late goal.
I say 3-1 Argentina in extra time. They're gonna score one.
They're gonna score one in extra time, and then you
They're gonna
say
score one in extra time. It's gonna be 2-1, and they're gonna keep on going, and they're gonna score one more. And then for France and Morocco, I think it's gonna be 1-0 Morocco.
you think 1-0 Morocco. Listen,
I think they had a
I
good
want
attack.
Morocco to win. Let me get this straight. I want Morocco to win. But I think that what I am calling is going to happen with France just sneaking it through because Morocco is really good.
Yeah.
Morocco is criminally underrated.
And they were good on their attack too. Like they would win their like there's 50-50 chances they would win. Most of those 50-50 chances against any of the players on Portugal, they would win them.
Yeah.
And then once they won one, and I saw it, they would always pass on the outside.
That's what.
And there was one coming in, and then they bring it in, and then there's already one field, and they
Listen,
push it over.
that's what Nonno was saying. Nonno was saying that every single time.
Oh no
Every
no!
single time he was watching, he gave me a play-by-play. He said that Morocco just, when they had possession, they had the ball at their feet. And when
Yes.
they had 50-50s, they won them and they had the ball at their feet at all times.
All of them played the ball to each other's feet. Like they never played balls into space like that.
Yep.
That were like you had to rely on the person's pace sort of deal to get it. They played it at each other's feet, and they were just they were physical, and they won. Like they won those possessions. So I think they're gonna France is gonna have a hard time keeping possession, I think.
Yep. Well, I want Morocco to win, but I think France is going to win. So we're going to wrap it
Wow.
up with that agreement to disagree, even though I'm on Team Morocco because we got rid
Yeah.
of England now. We
If
took care of
Morocco
England.
wins, if Morocco wins, I am buying a Morocco jersey.
You think? I just don't like their jerseys enough to buy one, but
Nah, I think the
whatever.
star is pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool.
Well, thanks for tuning in, guys. Now we just have to sit and wait. We'll probably come back. We'll probably have a video up again on. Try to get this video out tomorrow.
Yeah.
Nice little review, and then we can get a video done on Wednesday after the game, in the afternoon. Get that video up by Thursday for the semifinals, where we cover Argentina beating Croatia and Morocco beating France, and then preview the final between Morocco
I think we
and
need
Argentina.
we need a preview before the final, and then
we can get that out to you guys.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
keep sharing. Say hi to your mother for me. I'm not talking about your mom, Franco. And
You love my mom.
I know, but I'm telling everybody else to say hi to their mother for me too.
Say hi to your mothers, your fathers, your grandparents. Like and
I'm
subscribe.
doing this now.
Push that like button.
Hey guys, if you love this content, make sure to hit subscribe and smash that like button. And if you turn on notifications, you'll know every single time we post.
Every single time.
Cool. All right, guys. Peace.
All right, thank you.